Good morning, lovely people. I'm trying to find an angle where the light is marginally better. That might work, although the background's not so nice there, is it? Excuse me. Oh God, what a way to start. Do you know, I just done my hair and I thought it looked quite nice in the mirror. I think it looks bloody awful in the camera. Anyway, never mind. I thought I'd vlog today. It's Thursday. I'm just going to do a day in the life. Nothing exciting happening, but just gonna have a little chat with you and take you with me through my day. It's 8:15 at the moment. I'm about to sit down at my desk. I've just dressed, showered, makeup, washed my hair. I've used this new stuff on my hair that's meant to volumise it, and it lasts for 3 washes. And I actually think it has done. It's quite fluffy at the moment because I've obviously just dried it, but I'm actually quite pleased with it so far, I think. So I dried it straight on Monday, and it certainly looked more poofy. That's a word I've just invented. More poofy for the previous 3 days. It's on wash number 2 now, so we shall see. I'll show you what the stuff is later. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to sit down at my desk and make a little list of what I need to do. I need to pop into town and run a few errands, as they say, and going to go for a walk, and then I've got to do some cooking later on, and I'm going to declutter my handbags, which is one of my January goals. So yes, I'm off to make my list, and I'll catch up with you later on. God, it's cold this morning. I had no idea it was this cold. Ugh. And my petrol lights on, which was one of my least favourite things in the world. Sorry about the noisy heater in the background. Demist the windows. They're actually demisted already pretty much, but I have to keep it going and it warms the car up quicker. So I am off to get petrol first of all, and because the petrol station is right next to Tesco's, I am going to do my Tesco shopping. It's just before 9, so in fact it's 9:01, so it should be nice and quiet in Tesco's, which is good. We have friends coming over for dinner tomorrow, and Ashley's doing the starter and the main course, and I am doing the dessert. And I quite fancy doing, or I am doing, passion fruit creme brulee with passion fruit jellies. It's a recipe in a Rick Stein book. Ashley is making French onion soup for starter, and duck breast with some sort of potato croquettes for main course. Obviously a day off my vegetarianism, which is actually going quite well. The whole vegetarian thing, I'm pleased to say, I'm finding easier than I thought I would. Bit of a blip yesterday lunchtime. I was out and about, went and picked myself up a sandwich from Marks and Spencer's in town, as you do, and completely forgot I wasn't meant to be eating meat, and I got a chicken salad sandwich and was halfway through eating it before it suddenly occurred to me that I wasn't meant to be eating it. But just one of those things. So other than that, I've been really good, apart from my Sunday day off, which I designated as a day off anyway, so that was pretty good. Yeah, I am finding it really easy, so I'm pleased about that. I'm also meant to be going out for a walk, but not really feeling the whole walk thing at the moment. It's really very cold. Also, I've looked up the problem with my knee, and yes, I still haven't made a doctor's appointment. I really need to do that. Let's turn that off now. And I think it's probably something called bursitis, which is basically swelling of a part of the knee. Technical description that. That's what it appears to be anyway. So I mean, I know I'm not a doctor, and I know, you know, Dr. Google and all that sort of thing, so you don't need to tell me that, but it doesn't say go and do some exercise and work through it. It says more sort of rest it and take ibuprofen. So I've been scared of doing too much. We walked on Saturday and on Sunday, and Monday I didn't go for a walk deliberately because I thought I'll rest it, and it was quite painful. Tuesday I was out shopping with Natalie, so we did quite a lot of walking around the charity shops all morning, up and down the town, and so I didn't go for another walk as well. And then yesterday I just didn't go for a walk because I couldn't be bothered, I'll be perfectly honest. So yeah, that's where we are with that. So I'm hoping that later on I will feel like going out for a bit of a walk, even if it's just round the block. It's about 12:30, just after I think, and I haven't got very far this morning. Went out first thing, as you saw, did all of my things that I needed to get done, my errands, and I also counted it as going for a walk because after I went to Tesco's I had to go into town, and I parked at one end of town and walked all the way to the other end of town and all the way back again. So that was enough of a walk for today. My back's hurting. So yeah, I've decided to stop for half an hour, have some lunch. I'm going to have an egg mayonnaise sandwich. All the excitement. No meat today. Doing well with that. I've just noticed Reg is asleep under that clothes rail. Look at him. Let's zoom you in so you can see him. Are you having a little sleep, Reg? Reg! He was quite partial to sleeping under the Christmas tree while we had that up, but now that's gone. He's obviously decided the clothes rail is a good place to sleep. So yeah, I'm not getting anywhere fast at the moment. I've done 5 listings. My builder has a hangover. I have found a new window cleaner this morning. He's coming next Monday or Tuesday, which is good, because I fell out with the last one after he tried to double what he charged me. I think I've still got you zoomed in. Yes, that's better. Yeah, he tried to double what he charged me. Cheeky bugger. And told him to sling his hook. Yeah, so I've got a new window cleaner. He's coming Monday or Tuesday. I've made a couple of calls that I needed to do. I've listed 5 things. I've photographed another 5 ready to go for after lunch. And I've faffed about quite a lot, I must be honest. I'm halfway through editing my monthly beauty chat video. So yeah, I'm going to stop and have some lunch and read my book for half an hour. And then get back to doing all the things on my list that I haven't yet done today. That's the plan. Also, I've got to cook. Have I told you this? I've got the recipe. I told you about this. Sorry about the sunlight. It's let's try and move it out of there. No, that says French onion soup, doesn't it? And Ashley's lost my page that I had bookmarked. Where is it? That's what I'm making. Passion fruit creme brulee with passion fruit jellies, and that's what it's going to look like. And it has to set overnight in the fridge, so I'm going to make that later on today so it can set ready for tomorrow. Distressing news. Not that distressing actually, but my favourite foundation base product, Rimmel BB Matte. Why are we not focusing? There we are. I've just remembered I forgot to get a blooming light bulb this morning for that light when I was in town. Another one's gone. I think it was the new one that I put in. I'm so cross about it. Anyway, distracted. Yes, my beloved Rimmel BB Matte has been discontinued. Horrible news. So, I have found a couple of places online. I went to buy some in Boots this morning and it wasn't there on the display. So I thought, oh, I'll check online, and it appears no longer to be available. It's available on eBay and a couple of places online, so I'm going to get myself one more tube of the light and one more tube of the medium, because I mix them up depending on what colour I need at whichever time of year, and I guess look for something else. I do quite like the 25-hour lasting finish from Rimmel, so I will give that another whirl. But oh, I really did love the BB Matte, and it was such a good price, and a bit gutted about it really. Anyway, never mind. Give me a chance to try lots of new things to see if I like those, I suppose, won't it? I'm going to declutter my handbag collection, so I thought I'd show you with you. I've just had to make my bed. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and I've just, in fact it's later than that, it's 20 to 3. And I've just this second made my bed. I didn't realise it wasn't made. Anyway, handbag collection. Yes, this is where I keep it, in this cupboard. Oh, just before I open the cupboard, Ashley has decided, or we have decided really, that as soon as the bathroom is finished, which will be at the end of the month after the builder comes back from his skiing holiday, that, in fact, Ashley's taking a week off next week to tile the bathroom. The prep's going to be done by tomorrow. Ashley's going to tile it next week himself. He said, well, so he says. We should watch this space. and then the final bits of the bathroom will be done the following week, and then we are going straight into this room. Remember I talked to you about all the built-in furniture, how we are going to, oh, don't know what I'm showing you there, my wrist doesn't go around that way, all the built-in furniture, bedside tables, all the drawers along there, all of this, and all the dressing room, which I've shown you before. All of that is going to be taken apart, sent away to be resprayed, because we're changing the colour of it, because it's cheaper than buying a whole lot. Just to buy the handles, this is how ridiculous the size of it is. We're going to replace the handles, and there are 71 or 74, I can't remember, 74 handles altogether, so even that is going to be pricey. But yeah, it's cheaper to get it resprayed, and it's going to be 3 weeks without any of the stuff, including all the wardrobes in the dressing room, while the bedroom's decorated and while the doors and drawers are away being resprayed, which means that I've got to empty everything out. And I showed you all the stock that I have in there, so it's a little bit frightening. So it's even more important that I get through that one big cupboard of unlisted stock and all those bloody shoes that I showed you last week as well. Really got to knuckle down and get that done. I am getting through them, but I just need to really concentrate on that for the next couple of weeks. Anyway, where was I? Yes, handbag collection. This is, when I say collection, makes it sound grander than it is. This is the cupboard in which I keep my handbags. I have lots of hanging space, so I hang them all, funnily enough. So there's lots that I don't actually use anymore, so I'm going to pull them all out, pop them on the bed and go through them and decide what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep. Right, this is it. There is rather a lot. Didn't realise quite how much I had in the way of handbags, but another couple there, until I got it all out. So I guess the easiest way is just to go through it one at a time. Start with this. This is a fake Louis Vuitton from AliExpress. I love this. I'd like a real one, really. It's not a brilliant fake either. It was cheap, and the handles are absolutely screwed on that. Look at the state of those. So I ought to throw it away, but I can't quite bring myself to do it yet. So that one I'm going to keep for the moment. This is a fake Michael Kors, a pretty appalling fake Michael Kors if we look at that. But yeah, I'm going to get rid of this one because I have a very similar bag, which is the Timberland one over here, which I bought when we went to Cardiff last year. Similar colour, similar style. Love that Timberland one. So I think Michael Kors can go to the charity shop, where no doubt they'll attempt to sell it as a real one. This here is another tote bag in a similar beige stone colour. I don't even know what brand that. Oh, it's an H&M one, which I think I must have got in the sale. That can go as well. Again, I don't need lots of bags the same colour and style. This here is a fake Gucci big tote bag. I can't remember the name of this. Did have a design now, but it's not a bad fake as fakes go. It's got the tassel and everything. It was an AliExpress, but it wasn't a cheap one. I think I paid 50 or 60 for this. It is real leather. But yeah, that one I am keeping. From a fake to a real, this is a real Gucci, and this was my first ever designer handbag. Ashley bought this for me for my birthday 15 years or so ago, I guess. When he first started to make good money in the Spanish property sales. So I don't use it, to be honest. It's too small for me now. It's not a bag that I ever reach for, but I won't get rid of it. I think designer bags in decent condition always hold their value, and with the exchange rate as well, the value of designer bags is only going up. So I will keep this, although I don't use it very much. This little blush pink bag I bought last year on my trip to London with my mum. It's Debenhams. I can't remember which particular Debenhams brand, but one of those brands in Debenhams, not expensive. And I use it as an evening bag when I go on holiday. It's too small for me for day to day, but it's just quite a nice neutral colour, and yeah, I've been using that as an evening bag, so that one I will keep. Also, another one that I use as an evening bag, or I did before I had this one, is this Armani jeans one that Ashley bought me for Christmas one year. This has got a really nice shoulder strap and it's perfect size for evening. Again, a really neutral colour, so I will keep that as well. These are the only 2 evening bags I've got, so I don't feel like keeping 2 of them is too ostentatious, really. This pink bag here is a fake Kate Spade from AliExpress. Having said it's fake, it's actually beautifully made, just as nice as a genuine Kate Spade, and one of the, in fact, the best quality fake bag I've got. So only got that last year, I think, or yeah, I think it was last year, so I will be keeping that one as well. This gold bag I got from AliExpress last year, and I've used it. I used it quite a lot last summer, but I just didn't get on with it. Somehow, I don't know what it was about it that I didn't particularly like. I think it ended up being a different shade of gold from what I was expecting. And yeah, that one's going to go. Armani jeans, don't know what you call this, a bowling bag, I guess. Again, Ashley bought me this at the same time as he bought me the little beige matching one that I've just shown you, the evening bag, and I loved this at the time. I used to use it for work quite a lot, but it's just a bit too formal for me these days. I don't really I don't go out to work, do I? So yeah, I think I'm going to sell this one. I've used it a lot and it's still in lovely condition, but yeah, I think that one is past its sell-by date for me, but it's a beautiful bag. This here is a Michael Kors bag. This is from before Michael Kors was a thing, or before it was a big thing like it is now. And this is the most beautiful quality leather. I can't tell you what lovely quality this bag is. They don't make them so nice anymore. And it wasn't expensive. They put the price up and they're not as nice quality. But yeah, this is a genuine one, and I just don't reach for it. The strap was always a little bit shorter than I wanted it to be on this one, so although you can put it on your shoulder, there's not enough room under your arm with it for me, so I think that one's going to be sold as well. This one here is a mulberry, genuine mulberry with its dust bag. Can't remember the name of this, but I've used this. It's got a few scratches to the badge, plaque, don't know what I'm going to call that. But I will definitely be keeping this. It's a bag that comes out again and again. So, and yeah, just such nice condition considering how much I've used it. There is a little bit of fading to the metalwork on the side there. But other than that, you know, the leather is in fantastic condition. Really is a bag for life, to use an expression. This sort of pinky metallic, almost rose gold, I guess, bag I bought from... Actually, it's not rose gold at all. It's just sort of silvery pink metallic. This was from New Look. I bought this in Taunton on my first trip to Taunton with Carla, I think it was. And I love it. I used it loads last summertime, last summer, yes. So yeah, that's a definite keeper. Over here we have a Louis Vuitton bucket bag. I love this. I do wish the shoulder strap was a little longer. I bought this second hand off a website called Fashion File, which is great for guaranteed authentic designer bags. They've got all sorts on there, vintage. Oh, I'm trying to make that focus and I need another hand. Oh, it's struggling with that metallic. But yeah, there we are. I'm definitely keeping this one. Absolutely love it. I don't know why I bought this. I bought it from AliExpress last year, and although I like it, it's more plasticky than I would like. And I've got the other blue one that I've just shown you, so why I bought another blue one, don't really know. So that one's going to the charity shop as well. This is another genuine mulberry bag. This is the Tilley Tote, and this, if I'm really honest, was a bad buy. It's incredibly heavy, and that's without anything in it. So I honestly, I don't think I've got this out of the cupboard for a couple of years, just mostly because of the weight. I like the style of it. I don't love it anymore, I have to say. This is another genuine mulberry bag. This is the Tilley Tote. And this, if I'm really honest, was a bad buy. It's incredibly heavy, and that's without anything in it. So I honestly, I don't think I've got this out of the cupboard for a couple of years, just mostly because of the weight. I like the style of it. I don't love it anymore, I have to say. And this was the last designer bag I bought, and I'm not... And it was a bad buy. I don't love it. So I think I'm going to look into what I might possibly get for that if I sell it, because there's no point keeping this one, because I don't love it anymore, and you have to love expensive bags really, otherwise there's no point. I've got my Chanel bag. I bought myself this for my 40th birthday. Remember the day going to buy it in Selfridges in London. I love this bag. It comes out on special occasions when we go somewhere nice, and yeah, it just makes me happy, this bag. So that's a definite keeper. Right, I think we're done. This is the getting rid of pile, which I'm quite pleased with. I've got 3 down there: the Mulberry one, the Michael Kors one, and the Armani jeans one for selling. And then all those other ones down there. Sorry, this, I didn't show you that one. That is a beach bag, Clarins beach bag, that I don't need anymore because I've got 2 others. Yeah, and that's what I'm getting rid of to the charity shop. So yeah, quite pleased with that. I will just put the other ones that I'm keeping back in the cupboard and then show you the cupboard. Wow, it all looks a bit emptier in there, doesn't it? Looks so much better. I'm really pleased with it. So I feel like that's a really good job done. I feel like this is also turning into the world's longest vlog, but never mind, there we go. I'm cooking, I'm watching the Mitchellex, and I'm cooking. I've got my milk, cream and vanilla pod in here, bringing that up to the boil, and then it's got to infuse for an hour to let the vanilla flavour get into it. And I reckon this is going to be a bit of a fail, but it's all right because I knew it was going to be a bit of a fail. I'm halving the recipe because it's for 8 to 10 people, and I'm only doing for 4. So it says 12 ripe and wrinkly passion fruit. I could only get smooth and not that ripe passion fruit. Don't have a whole selection of different ripeness of passion fruit in Tesco in South Devon, so surprisingly enough. But I've got to take all the insides out of these. I'm allegedly meant to be getting, he says 150 mils of juice, so it's going to be 75 mils, but I do not reckon there is even 75 mils of juice in that. So I'm going to pop them in the microwave for 30 seconds because that always makes it a bit juicier. But I have my cheat ingredient. Where is it? It must be in here. Exotic juice, which we can use to make up the deficit if necessary. Don't tell Ashley, for God's sake. He's such a purist when it comes to cooking. We're all right. Look, I got, I would say, just, oh, come on, focus. Yeah, I reckon I got 75 mils, almost exactly, out of that. So, pretty pleased with that. I have just realised that I never finished off yesterday's vlog. My puddings turned out well. We will be eating them this evening. I will do a photograph and add it onto the end of this one. But yeah, I just wanted to do a bit of an outro really. So I will see you very soon, next week, for more things. Let me know whether you like this format of day in the life type vlog or if you prefer the weekly ones. With a bit of stuff from every day, which works better for you guys, because I don't quite know how to do the vlogs going forward. So let me know, would you? Anyway, have a lovely weekend, everybody, and I will speak to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.